Hi stamping friends, thanks for joining me tonight. I'm going to be using my cut and emboss machine, so I'm just going to take the mat out the road because it doesn't like being sat on paper, to show you how to emboss with your dies. Just doing the same card as I worked out, but I'm doing a navy version. So and I have what I'm using. I'll just go through that first. I am Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, or Wandella, which is not even a place really, it's just an area. So for the greeting I've used Sweet as a Peach. You can't see that, can you? Sweet as a Peach. I might just sit that to the side till I go through these. A bit cramped for space here. So Sweet as a Peach, I'm just using, well, I might explain that while so I'm using a little sentiment, where do I open that? Sentiment punch out from these. That's not from this set. You get all these punch outs from there, so don't want to get it all out. And then I have been messing around and die cutting lots of things, so don't take any notice of that. So you get, that's from the dies, that's from the poinsettia ones. That's a poinsettia, and so is that. Just want to grab the sheet that I want to show you, and I've cut my nails again, so I'm not picking things up. Come on. Won't worry about picking that up. I think you can see what you get. I'll show you the full sheet anyway, because I've punched out things out of that. So that's the full sheet minus that. So you get all these. You get all these. It's got an owl there. But what I'm using tonight, I was going to use some of these, but it didn't quite work with my card design. I'm using just the inside piece of this, and I will tell you why I'm showing you the greeting that I'm using is because I had trouble fitting greetings in there. I did ask Stampin' Up and she didn't know, and she said she'd get back to me. Well, that was a good week or more away. I know they're having issues with COVID, but I was a bit disappointed actually, and I thought, oh well, I suppose I should just look through my catalogue, but I was getting a bit frustrated because I couldn't find anything that would go. But anyway, I was wanting probably happy birthday or sympathy, and that's what I couldn't find, anything like that would go. I don't have the many messages set, and I don't really want to get that, so. But these are cute. These little punch outs from there are cute if you want to make a quick card. But as I said, we're just using the little thing for the sentiment tonight. Try and get those all back in there. I have them that way around. Yes. They don't make things square, do they? Almost square, but not quite. So I usually keep that in there because it all goes together in there with my Blackberry Beauty paper. Which I think, did I use? No, I didn't use some of that last week. I used it for a Christmas card I made the other day. So yes, so I used the It's Your Day, I think it was. Where did I put that? No, I used Let's Celebrate You. So this set will work with it. You could have friend, let's celebrate you, thanks, do a sweet friend. So that's a good one that will work with this set. I'm also using just because the die, one of the dies I'm using, or two of the dies, are from this set called Artistic, and it goes with, coordinates with Artistically Inked. And I'm just using this. You'll see how wonderful that, I just love that stamp. So we shall get on with it. All I'm using out of this set is actually this big die, but I'm not going to die cut with it. I'm going to emboss my my cardstock. And just while I remember, here's one, I'll just show you that too. I keep getting sidetracked. This is one I was going to present to you last week. I was going to do this one, and then because I wasn't well, I decided I would wait till I felt better. So that's, if you can see that, that's embossing with the die cuts, and then you're just stamping. It did, why the bow is strategically placed, I've used whisper white, is it basic white, and remember when our white used to crack, it cracked. If you can see there, if I lift up my bow, it's cracked underneath there. So you would have to spritz it. That would fix it, I think. I've not tried it spritzing, so I thought yesterday afternoon when I was deciding what to do, I thought, well, why not use coloured cardstock and see how I go with that. So that's what I'm doing. I'll pop the die cut machine, the Big Boss, I'll pop that over there so I can show you. Okay, so I'm not going to be using the, not quite sure what you call this, you know what I mean anyway, this bit, not using that. I'm just putting down my silicone mat and then my cardstock. What do I do with my card? Yeah. Sitting on the edge of my chair again, and I shouldn't be doing that. Then I'm going to use this. I'm going to try and maximise, get the most out of that. And then there's just a clear sheet. And by the way, when I used basic white, I did need to add a shim. So I did need to add, I started with just a piece of basic white. That wasn't enough. I had to use, you know, the backing sheets from our cardstock, from our 12 by 12. So yeah, if you're going to try that, you might just have to fiddle. And each machine is different, so just experiment with yours. And then it goes through like so. I think it does. Actually, do I need I might need another plate underneath there, do I? I think it didn't seem like it did anything. Let me just check. Yeah, I must need a plate top and bottom. Hopefully this works better. Hold your breath and just cross your fingers. Yep, that works. So if you can see that, I might just hold it up to the camera so you can see it's been nicely embossed. Yeah, I think you can see that fairly well. And to bring that out a bit, I'm actually going to grab a bit of scrap paper to do this on. I actually grabbed one of my sponging brushes and some Whisper White to make it stand out on the navy. Don't use this Whisper White pad, this white craft pad often enough. And I just did the whole one. I did one in Blackberry Bliss. And I just did the whole piece of cardstock because it just tones it down a bit. You can still see where your leaves are. And to try and get it just where the embossing is was not easy, so I just felt it looked better if I did the whole piece. And you're not going to see those bits there in the centre. I'm going to put dies over them. So it's just to give it a bit of something different, a bit of texture, I guess. You can actually get a bit more, much white, you can actually sponge it right in. It's easier than your other inks, I think. See, that disappeared. It doesn't do that when you use your other inks. I don't know if I'm doing the right. Oh yeah, I am doing the right side. I wondered for a minute. So what do you think? Will you be trying this? Think of some dies that you've got that you can use with this technique. Now I'm just going to pop some die cuts on here First I cut out the flower from the die set that I showed you before. So I'm simply going to add some glue with my multi-purpose glue once I get the little gooby off the end. Anyone talking to me? Can you do this? Who said that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Glenda. I don't take any responsibility for anyone cutting their silicone mat. You've got to follow the directions. Put your mat down. Take your. I wish I could remember what that plate was called. You know, there is a name for it, and I can never think of it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, that plate, and use 2 acrylic plates. Take your platform, some sort of a platform it's called, isn't it? Anyone know? It's like I've missed a little punch out there. Now that I've got glue everywhere, it's not going to be that easy. Oh well, that might be where the sentiment has to go. I'm not going to get too worried about that. Okay, get this, and you can use your adhesive sheets. Would make this much easier. You wouldn't have to sit here and watch me dab all the glue everywhere, but as usual, I always forget about them. I probably don't need glue on each and every one. I just want to make sure it's got enough. So I had my flower up the top. I'm just looking at my other card. You're wondering what I'm looking at. Cut down like that. And then I need to cut this. The other one I didn't have enough. This isn't, or is it? Yeah, this is gold. I say this isn't the gold, but it is. The other one that I did isn't the gold. So I might cut that about there. I'd actually do, might have more, well I have got more leaves to play with this time. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do my sentiment so that I can work out where I want those leaves, those extra leaves to go. So I need a navy pad, Night of Navy. Yeah, I think it is the adapter plate. Thanks, Glenda. I knew someone would know. Just gonna try that on there. Works without my mat anyway. And I've got ink. Probably won't matter because it's not going to go on where I'm stamping, but I might make a mess and muck up something else, mightn't I? There we go. I'll need that ink again for the inside. I'll just didn't get my cleaning gear into gear, did I? I wonder if this is wet enough. Oh yeah, I think it is. Good old chamois. So that there. Then what I want to see is, I think I want to cut that off there. Cut off that stem. This is a gorgeous leaf. You can use it. You can use the full thing, or you can just do what I'm doing. As I said, we can probably play with some more leaves here if I do. I don't think I'm going to though. So let me do that. And I might just cut that like that. I'm not going to worry about the tops because we might not see them. That's a bit of a big leaf there. I mean, what do you want? I just wanted, I should stick that down, shouldn't I? I just wanted a little bit of leaf. Maybe I only need one for that. Do you think? Oh no, maybe I'll use this little one, I think I might put those away for another project. Just use that one. Don't cut your nails when you're ready to craft. I knew I shouldn't have. Okay, I think I want to put just some snail on here so I can get my leaves positioned where I want them. Pick that up, just in case I need to cut a bit off. Come here. Stick that under there, like that. I'll have that. We will have that somehow there. Somehow. Oh, come here. There and there. Okay, let's get some glue onto these leaves. Actually need to put that there so I know where I'm going. So once I put glue on this, I can't fiddle with it, can I? What's everyone been doing? It's pretty bad, the COVID situation, isn't it? I've been packing and packing and packing, and my back is killing me today. We move in 2 weeks, so I'll probably be here next week, I think. I'm not sure what stage I'll pack up my craft room. I don't want to pack it up, so I want to play. So I think I'll be here next week, but yeah, not sure. It definitely won't be the week after, I don't think, if Telstra's anything to go by, because we're having the phone and the internet cut off here and put on at the new place. So very doubtful, whoops, I don't want to put that in glue, very doubtful whether they will have it actually on that day. Nice if they did, but I'm doubtful. Actually, I might put, what sort of glue will I put? I must not have put glue on my other ones, because I can't remember putting glue on there. So I want to actually put, do this, and someone said last week they couldn't see what I was doing, so I'll try and explain it better. You can either, as I start with 3 fingers, so depending on how wide you want it, you can spread your fingers or you can leave them like that. I think we'll try, and I just went 3 times and then 2 fingers for the others. I've given myself heaps, and then I think I'll be happy with that. Then just lay it down like that. Okay. Let's try and get some glue on the end of that one. Just flip it over and see if I'm happy. Yep, I think that looks good. I don't know whether I want my end showing. So if we can kind of try and trap him around there so he's not showing. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oops. Come off. Now I need some dimensionals. Oopsie. Everything's sticking to my fingers. Get off. Oh, get off. And I've got that over the top of that. I didn't want to do that, but I think it'll be, it's going to have to be okay. It's going to have to squash down. So I'm going to put some glue on top of all that, because I don't want my gold threads coming away, and I will put, not that these are going to be very flat, but I'll just put some glue so that they can adhere if they connect with, I think that's done, with the cardstock. Okay. Now you can go here, I think. Right, now I had, probably not as dramatic on that as it is on the Blackberry Bliss, but anyway, I just didn't want to do all the same colour. I was going to do something different, but as I said, things have been a bit hectic with packing and feeling like I should be packing, I shouldn't be playing. So I'm going to stand up so as I get that somewhat straight. And then again onto your card base. Just adding the white layer in between just breaks it up a bit. It looked a bit stark if I had it straight onto the Blackberry Bliss that I used before. It looked a bit stark, so I decided I'd add a layer of white. Seeing I've used the white ink, it kind of ties in. Now we're going to use some of these gilded gems. Find my little pokey thing. I'll use the big ones. Don't often get the opportunity to use the big ones. So I'm taking it now. A couple of big ones and one medium size one. That should do. And then we just want to do our, did I not give myself an insert? No. I must have thought that piece of white was an insert. Never mind. Got some here already cut. I'll use this gorgeous stamp. You just wait till you see how this stamps. I was just blown away. What did I do with my navy ink? I had this. Sat my bin on it. So we can either go all down the side, or we can go, well, let's just go down the side this time, just to show you. And again. And you can keep going again and again if you want. I think that's enough. How beautiful is that? Looks like that alcohol ink technique, doesn't it? So I'm going to do the same thing on my envelope. Just to add a little bit of colour to my envelope. So now, still using up snail. So I'll show you my blackberry one. So I get this in. It's a bit shabby there, but well, we won't worry too much. I should stand up to get this right too, perhaps. Anyone talking? Thanks, Dawn. How are you? Yeah, I know you're still working, love. You're one of the lucky ones, really, aren't you? Now they're saying it's in Shepparton, so I hope they don't lock us down again. Some silly person from Melbourne went there, apparently, so Rob said. I didn't hear it on the news. I was busy doing this. So, and here's my Blackberry Bliss one. Oh, what am I doing that for? Put it up this way. I got so used to putting it up the other way. So I know which is my favourite. Which would be yours? They're both nice, but I think I like as I'm a pinks and reds sort of a girl. So, and I like blues too, but I do like the Blackberry Bliss one. It's more effective, I think. Actually, I think my embossing is with the dye is deeper with that one too. So I don't know why. I just tightened up the screw on the embossing machine before, so yeah, I don't know why. Oh, actually, I know I've forgotten one more thing. What makes it better? Wink of Stella. Got to have some Wink of Stella. I don't know if you all got my little message before in our little group to say I'm putting in an order shortly, probably tomorrow, or should give you a time, shouldn't I? If anyone wants anything, there's a couple of girls want things, so I want to put it in as soon as I can because I want to have the order before we move. Not that it matters, we'll get our mail redirected, but I don't want to be dealing with moving and orders as well. Oh, I suppose I'm going to be dealing with them both anyway, aren't I? And you could flick some Wink of Stella on there. I don't think I want to at the moment. So, yeah. Yeah, Blackberry Bliss. Di says both. Thanks, Di. Thanks, Diana. Can't wait to try it. Yeah, show me what you do when you do try it, won't you? Okay, that's your lot for tonight. Just a quick little one tonight because I'm a bit tired from packing all day, so I'm going to have a rest. Okay, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.